Guys, we are in the busy city of Lagos. I'm Christian Chuku, and with me are my reviewers. This morning, we'll be looking at what transpired in the last 24 hours in the country. And I have with me the Daily Sun newspaper, and also I do have with me the Vanguard newspaper. What has been making the news headlines? We have a report that the NYSC bill has passed the second reading in the House, and there are plots to scrap the NYSC. What is your own opinion on the scrapping of NYSC in Nigeria? And all our viewers that are watching, I just want to make your comments on this particular topic. I'm also looking back in Malami on the ban by the southern governors on open grazing in the south. Looking at this fact, I also want you to put your two coin and also give your opinion on the issue. Okay, let's move over to the newspaper. This morning we have the Daily Sun. Beside the masthead, we have Southeast leaders decry injustice against Igbo. Southeast leaders decry injustice against Igbo, looking at the fact that there have been bombings in most parts of Imo State. The government of the day in the southeast are decrying injustice against Igbo, despite the fact that other places in Nigeria are experiencing the same terrorism and also insecurity. But in the southeast, the Igbo leaders are saying that there is enough genocide on the people of the southeast. Okay, over to the main headline: open grazing. Buhari faults ban. OK's grazing reserve take off. Buhari faults ban. OK's grazing reserves take off. Rubbishes Southern Governors resolution. Rubbishes Southern Governors resolution. Okay, Buhari has faults the open grazing ban by the Southern Governors and rubbishes their resolution. Another INEC office raised in Enugu. Another INEC office raised in Enugu. 2 trillion Nigerians displaced by bandits. 2,553 Nigerians displaced by bandits. Flood in 2020. 2,553 Nigerians displaced by bandits. Flood in 2020. Retired Commodore fears more Air Force plane crashes. Retired Commodore fears more Air Force plane crashes. Insecurity. COAS, others, that have increased our problem. Insecurity. The presidency is saying that the death of the Chief of Army Staff, others, have increased the problem of the military. Ebube Agu Ebonyi stakeholders rally support for Umahi. Ebube Agu Ebonyi stakeholders rally support for Umahi. Amoteku pledges to end growing insecurity in Southwest. Lagos Ogun sign memorandum of understanding on borderline development. Lagos and Ogun State signed MOU on borderline development. Ex-Niger Governor Aliyu Mole in PDP, that is from Wike. Ex-Niger Governor Mole, ex-Niger Governor Aliyu Mole in PDP. Let's move over to the Vanguard newspaper. Above the masthead, Gambian Commission uncovers ex-president Jammeh's alleged crime. 9 Nigerians among victims. Gambian Commission uncovers ex-president Jammeh's alleged crime. 9 Nigerians among victims. Insecurity. Reps bill proposes scrapping of NYSC. Reps bill proposes scrapping of NYSC. Military plane crashes. Losing officers has increased our problem. That's from Buhari. Losing officers has increased our problems. APC Southwest leaders' resolutions have our support. APC Southwest leaders' resolutions have our support. That's from Akeredolu and Fayemi. FG kickstart 2022 budget with riot acts on IPPIS. Now the budget 2022 has been kicked off by the federal government with riot acts on IPPIS. Over to the main headline below the masthead: Southern governors open grazing ban, no solution. That is from the presidency. Southern governors open grazing ban, no solution. Okay. Towards the end of the paper, over 116 killed by herdsmen. Militias in Benue, Plateau in 2 days. Over 116 people killed by herdsmen. Militias in Benue, Plateau in 2 days. This number can be compared. The Israeli-Hamas-Palestinian conflict has been going on for 11 days, but this number within 2 days killed by herdsmen is not compared to that. That's the casualties that we experience between the Israeli-Hamas-Palestinian war. Okay, that was just Uh, okay, let's look as we look at the papers. Let's move over to our newspaper reviewers this morning. I have with me MC Grammar.
Yes, sir, that's the Samson Grammar Live. Yes, sir, I want to use the opportunity to greet all the Nigerians and diaspora and everybody that been sending me message, telling me everybody loves me, and every minute they keep sending me this message. And most people, most especially to the women, I can't remember what you called your name over there in Europe. You said you wanted to invite me down to America, that I should come and dine and celebrate with you already. And well, anyway, I'm looking forward to that invitation anyway, because I hope to be in America very soon to try to see all my fans, because according to your statement you said a lot of people, they love me out there and they want to celebrate me. Thank you very much. All right, back to today's topic.
Southern governors open grazing ban. Presidency is saying that their ban is not supporting Malami.
The government presidency is saying what?
Is supporting Malami on the open grazing ban.
Well, the presidency is saying is supporting Malami on the open grazing ban, which means they should ban grazing, Abi. They should ban it. Oh, Chineke. Is that what you're saying, Abi?
No.
Okay, what are you saying? Let me just understand what you're saying.
Southern governors came out with a resolution
saying
that they want to ban open grazing in the south, the southeast.
Okay.
Now the Malami Attorney General of the Federation came out and said no, they are not in support of
banning there. Okay. Now I
the
cannot.
government is supporting Malami.
Okay, fine. Let me just say something. We all know very well that these people that we're talking about, they are Hausa Fulani, and this is their means of livelihood. And so let me ask you a question. Would you watch or support your means of livelihood to be banned? The answer is no. So that's why the presidency is supporting Malami in that, saying they cannot. Now let me now tell you something. You know, sometimes often I see all these Hausas. Hausas are very stupid. Even Fulani, they are very mad. Honestly, you cannot go to look at the way they are coming to our side, going to the east, going to the south side, coming to the west, begging. I just imagine, if you are not an Hausa man, you cannot go to Hausa land to beg like that, and they will give you something. It's only because we accommodate nonsense. It's only because we often accommodate nonsense. That's the truth. Like somebody like me, I don't know if that is the way I offend God. Fine, no problem. I don't give an Hausa man one kobo. Why would I give that idiot money? Why? For what? I don't even. They are beggars. I don't give them because they are animals. Tomorrow, when something said, these are people that will kill you in return. So why would I give the idiots? What do they want to tell me? How do they want to beg me for arms? I don't bloody care about them. But I could come across Yoruba person or Igbo person or any other tribe. I could give. But when it comes to Hausa man, I don't have any business with you. That's the truth. See, let me tell you something. They are saying they don't want federal government to ban open grazing. If you were their tribe, what would you do? You also support it. This is their means of livelihood. They don't have any other thing. So would you not say federal government says, I want to ban open grazing? They can't.
But your governor, Uzodinma, is in support.
That one is the governor. That one. See, the governor of Imo State. Let me just say this. Thank God that I know how I carefully use my word. If it were those days, I would have rained curses on him. But now, I don't do that again. So I am smart in how I handle things. Uzodinma to me, even his face, don't you see that the man looks at the Hausa man? I know what are we talking about? His face alone. Even sometimes I'm even suspecting whether his mother is from even Hausa, I don't know. But anyway, whichever way he may be, Uzodinma is only protecting his governorship, whatever, or is a boy to Buhari. You understand? That's exactly what is happening in Uzodinma. He doesn't want to lose the power. He wants to be loyal to Mr. President, and that's exactly what he's doing. And so Uzodinma doing all those ones, he's just doing it because he's trying to be loyal, not because of anything. So what I want to say that do not look at Uzodinma and feel that Imo State we're all trying to be submissive to the president. No, Uzodinma and his family and his children can be submissive to the presidency. But Uzodinma coming to say his support, of course, what do you expect from a baby? What do you expect from a baby governor? As far as I'm concerned, Uzodinma is a baby. You understand? He doesn't have a say. He doesn't even know where to go. He's a baby in all. When it comes to politics, Uzodinma is a baby. So please, what I'm trying to say, Uzodinma supporting does not mean anything to me. You know, I told you that of course, you remember I told you I'm the aspiring governor to be of Imo State. I'm just looking for God. God help me. Let that idiot finish his tenure so that let's see what can happen. I may take over. Then I'll teach people how to rule Imo State. But what I'm saying is that Uzodinma himself has problem. And now you said federal government. Why will federal government not ban open grazing? Of course they will ban it because federal government, they don't stand to gain anything if they leave grazing. They don't start to gain anything. But if they ban it, they start to gain a lot because it affects their people. So what I would say, so what I'm trying to say indirectly is that if you look at it carefully, you will understand very well that the reason why government is trying that they should not ban open grazing is because this thing is working well for them in the north. You understand me? It's working well for them in the north. It's just, let me tell you something. Do you know how this thing looks like? It's like an Igbo man going to Hausa land. And you know Igbos, they are fond of business. Do you know that there's an extent you will start to occupy all the old shops in the north? Hausa people will shout. That's how foolish they are. They will shout, raise alarm. But now they want to come and practice open grazing. We should give them their land. Then you are finished in your own land. Your land is not enough. Now it's our own land that you want to use. God will punish your father there. That's the truth. Let me tell you, it's just that we are in a stupid country. If not so, why would you allow? If not so, why would you allow an Hausa person to come and engage in an open grazing in your country? You understand? So finally I want to say this. This is Nigeria, you understand? Where anything can happen. And because Nigeria is a country where anything can happen, we Nigerians, we are supposed to know that anything can happen. So if by tomorrow you wake up and hear the news that federal government now says they are grazing everywhere, if they come to your father's house to graze, don't blame them. Because federal government allowed it. Yes, that's why I said in Nigeria anything can happen. So if they decide to come and use your father's land, okay, I'm just saying. So to do grazing, don't be surprised. Federal government, they are responsible for it. Please, finally, like I said, there is MC Grammar. Like I told you, I'm the aspiring governor of Imo State. A lot of people have been clamoring that MC Grammar, when are you going to come out for this Imo State governor? We need you. We want you. We know you have something for us in Imo State. Yes, they are right. I have something for them in Imo State, and I'm going to do something. Do you know the reason why oftentimes I campaign about this? Because I want you to always remember, by the time I come out, you should vote for me, because I am going to take Imo State to that particular place where nobody has ever taken Imo State to. And I promise every Imo State indigene that I'm going to do everything to make sure that things work well in Imo State. Somebody like you are not going to be a pressman again. I will give you commissioner of, I don't know.
I have one question.
Okay.
What are you doing currently as an aspiring governor? What are the structures you have on ground as an aspiring
Okay, fine. I love that question. He asked the question. He said, what am I doing currently? The truth is that I don't want to disclose a party. I've joined a party already. That's number one. Then I do attend Imo State this thing. I'm just studying the politics on the ground to know how I'm going to carry out by the time I want to come up. But what I understand very well, in Imo State, a lot of people say you cannot get there without godfatherism. But I want to tell them I will get there. You know what I want to do in Imo State? I want to start by helping people in Imo State. I want to start by doing things. I want to start by doing things physically that they do, so that when the time comes, people will say, this is the man we want and this is the man we support. So my brother, to answer to your question, I'm doing things on the ground, but unfortunately you cannot see it. But like I promised you, just be sure that if I become the governor of Imo State, you might underline it in question, you might become my minister of, did I say minister? Commissioner of Works. Anyway, let God just Yes, we let God. Presently now, a lot of people say something. Somebody was asking me, what's my occupation? All right, let me just say it. I've never said it to my viewers, and I want to use this opportunity to say it to everybody. Now, the first one is MC Grammar is a comedian. MC Grammar is an MC. MC Grammar is an actor. MC Grammar is a musician. MC Grammar is a narrator. So you can see that this guy is bunch of talents. And bunch of talent, when you meet bunch of talent, they are bound to do excess things. And that is what I'm about to do in Imo State. I am excess talent, and I want to do something constructive in Imo State. And I want everybody to believe that MC Grammar has come to stay. You know what, brother? Keep dreaming until you become a commissioner in my state. Thank you very much.
Wow. I'm short of words, but let's have the next reviewer.
MC Grammar, the comedian.
Nigeria is a funny state.
Well, if you say so, I think I do agree with you.
Okay, let's move over to issues that are very important. Uzodima says, oh, the over 400 people he has in his detention, most of them are foreigners, and they have charged them to court. So my question this morning is that when the courts are on strike, how come are you charging people to court when the courts are on strike?
Yes, well, it depends. It behoves on him to let us know what he meant by that, and what are his intentions. So all these people has a smarter way of deceiving the people. So I think you don't take his words very serious, and otherwise you might be playing to the gallery.
The people are being arrested. People are being killed in the southeast. As the governor in charge of security in the southeast. So why won't we take him serious? People are missing.
That's why I said that you don't take him serious, because he left crucial issues untouched. You see, engaging in trivial, very funny issues. Rather than to protect life and property of the residents of Imo State, he's busy doing some trivial, funny things. So that's why I say you shouldn't take him serious, because he's not a serious man. Be that as it may, I think that is a reflection of the system, the society we are in, where thousands of people are recorded dead on monthly basis. Even in the act of full-blown war, you cannot record such casualties. You can understand the recent rift between the Hamas and the Israelis. There was no such record of casualties. You see, about 200 and something. But then here in Nigeria, we are not at war per se. But then people are dying in their thousands. Even children. Of recent, you saw what happened in Benin State.
Okay. 2 days. Over 116 killed by herdsmen.
Yes, as reported by the Nigerian journalists. When they said it is 116, then you have to multiply it by a certain factor. You can multiply it by 10 or 20. You see, but they can't disclose the exact figure. Otherwise, it will escalate the situation. So they are trying to hide, to cover some truths. So that is not the real situation. It could almost get out to 1,000 plus. When they tell you this 100, then you have to multiply by a certain factor to get the exact situation. It's quite unfortunate. They say we are not at war. Buhari said he's in charge, or whoever. Garba Shehu is now the president of Nigeria. You see? On such critical issue, the president should come out, if he's alive, and address the people. We are tired of this Photoshop and all these media ads ranting. You see, these are not helping issues. If you tell me you are live, why not speak as I'm speaking? People can hear me. You can see my body movements and all that. That depicts that somebody is alive. You are breathing. So, Garba and Malami and whatever should stop insulting their intelligence, because we are not gullible as they think. It's quite unfortunate in this country that there is no value placed on human life. The sacredness of human life have been bastardized, have been desecrated within this constitution called Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate. Even I learned that even children were part of this victim casualties. Children and a pregnant woman, they killed the pregnant women and dissected the fetus within.
Baby.
The baby is so many horrifying, happenings within this Nigeria. I think that God is happy with the system. It can never be.
There are air raids in the north, no, in the southeast. If these things are happening in the north, why aren't we experiencing the same invasion of the army in that northern part?
I told you, of course, what is happening in the northern region are nemesis. By the fact that the heinous atrocity against humanity carried out by the Nigerian state in Biafran land, which took over 3.5 million lives of innocent children from the Biafran state, has not been addressed. So nemesis has caught up with the northern region. Even the Benue we are calling today, they are having a fair share of that nemesis. They join hands to fight the Biafrans during the civil war between Nigerian and Biafran. But I'm not trying to say that, of course, in recent time, they turned a new leaf. They now understood that truly their greatest enemy, their real enemy was the Fulani Caliphate, not the Igbos, not the Biafrans. But unfortunately, they have to face the repercussion of such a nemesis. And that is what they are reaping. And we have not seen an end to that. It's quite unfortunate.
Let me shift over from the Biafra issues. NYSC is to be scrapped. It has gotten to second reading in the House. What is your opinion on the scrapping of NYSC?
Not just NYSC, everything about Nigeria should come to an end with immediate effects. Nigeria is going down, and everything, the entire system, the entire sector is moribund. Look at, nothing is working. The industries have collapsed. Even the surviving ones are at the verge of packing up. So that's, Nigeria should also toast that line very fast, and that will, solve the problem of the teeming populace, who are, of course, waiting for a new nation to be birthed. And that is the only way we can, escape from this mirage of problem bedeviling us. As long as it seems Nigeria is on the course, and as long as you remain binding, you identify with this state, you see, you also share part of that course. Just as what happened in the olden days when Israelites went to war. When Achan desecrated the holy ordinances.
They went to hide.
Yes, and the repercussion, the impact of such adverse effect was also came upon the people that are innocent about that. That is what is happening as long as we keep on living in deception. At all, we disfar the dismemberment of this constitution called Nigeria will continue to record more casualties, and it's unfortunate. Where on earth could you kill a pregnant woman? You have no regard for the state, you have no regard for even the unborn fetus. It's one of the heinous war crimes ever recorded in the history of mankind.
Any concluding statements?
Yes, Nigeria has fallen. The Babylon has fallen. And the only way is Biafra. And of course, Oduduwa nation is any moment from now, we'll be singing a new song. Oh Biafra, how I held thee. I long for thee, my country Biafra. I would rather die for you than living a deserted life in this contraction called Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Matthew, let me just read our viewers. Let's greet our viewers. We have let's look at what our viewers are saying. G Money Idris is saying hello from Ireland. Carlo Best, okay. Good morning to everybody. I'm watching from Spain, Barcelona. James Lincoln, claiming to be a Nigerian is what gives Fulani's right to say that oil in Bayelsa belongs to them. And also, G Money Idris is saying the world is moving forward in science and technology, but Nigeria is talking about cow. What a shame. Seriza, okay, Abe. Okay, that one is another. Eric Info, Chigozie, the man that talks sense. Saiwo Odunlade, good morning, guys. Our president is alive and well. Abe saying Tinubu and Co knows that the game is over. What they are doing now is gambling. Sunday Igboho is the only and true leader in Yoruba nation. Okay. Sitoju, Biafra said they are not interested in your zoo. Why are you killing them? And then you say one Nigeria. All of Janjaweed will die. Angel of death will pass through all of you. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning.
I
Good morning.
Mr. Chikozi a last question.
Okay.
The scrapping of NYSC, what is your take?
I don't think it's a good development. Because at the time you were looking at how to make people integrate, how to bring people to understand one another. It's not the time you should be talking about scrapping of NYSC. You see, most of the crop of politicians we have in the National Assembly, they don't have understanding of why they are there. Because look at the purpose of NYC. It's for national integration. I think if they feel it's not achieving that purpose, the better thing to do is to address those hitches, those challenges that is impeding it from achieving its purpose, not scrapping it. Because if you scrap it, with what are you replacing it? I can remember as a copper, I served in Jigawa State. And serving in Jigawa State afforded me the opportunity of seeing Nigeria from another perspective. Seeing people in that environment, knowing how they behave. So if you scrap it, if not for the purpose of NYC, I don't think I would have visited a place like Jigawa, Taura local government for that matter. And I think a better thing is to look for ways to strengthen it and make it achieve its purpose, not necessarily scrapping it. The House of Rep member who is initiating that bill, I think he should rescind and withdraw that bill. It is not a good bill.
But technology will make you visit Jigawa from where you are.
Visiting Jigawa through technology is different from being on ground. I'm telling you that if you are in Sokoto, for instance, if you are in Jigawa, for instance, if you are in Brunei, for instance, you are on ground. As a human being, there are so many things you will learn. If you go to America today, you go to Britain, you go to Canada, there are so many things you will learn from the people, their way of life, their ideology, the way they see things. If I speak about people in Jigawa, in Taura, for instance, today, there is no way you understand it better than me if you have not been there. The perspective or the perception people have about them, I may not have that perception because I've gotten a first-hand information of who they are. So it's a different ball game where when you have an insight of an environment through technology and when you visit there, you cohabit with the people.
One of the reasons why NYC was created was for unity.
National integration.
Now, for the past few years, so much insecurity, so much disunity in Nigeria, and NYC has not really achieved that aim.
That's what I've said earlier on. I said what the government needed to do, or what everybody needed to do, is to address those challenges that is making NYC not or achieve that purpose of creation, rather than trying to jettison it. You don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. So that's why I see it.
Right now, if your child is going to serve in Borno, would you send your child there?
I will not.
Why?
Because of insecurity.
Taking,
those are the bases I said the government should address.
This government has taken how many years? They cannot solve insecurity. They cannot look at the issues and solve them. Is it the same government you are saying that should look at how they will solve it?
Are we saying that insecurity in this part of the world will continue like this till Jesus Christ come? It's not true. I think the major problem we have is Mr. President, Buhari. He's the major problem of insecurity in Nigeria. I will tell you why. This is somebody who have never for once blamed Fulani herdsmen for the crisis we are seeing in this country. And look at all the problems we are seeing in every sector of the society. Fulani is the brain behind it. Look at what happened in the Plateau State. About 16 people were killed. And what I learned, it is an unprovoked attack. Look at what is happening in Benue State.
116.
Of course.
That is from the reporters.
And this happened within a space of 2 or 3 days. If you look at the crisis between Israel and Gaza Strip, you see that the total number of people that died is not even as much as people that would die in Nigeria under 1 week, under 1 month, and it's all reported, and Nigerian government is not even doing anything to arrest the situation. If Mr. President have accepted that Fulani people that are terrorist people and address them and handle them as such, we would have come over this thing for long. Look at certain governors forum coming together to ban open grazing as a panacea to resolve the herders farmer clashes. Look at the position of the presidency questioning their authority, saying that their move is illegal, that is also offer solution. It did not show you a president that is one-sided, a president that is operating on double standard. If Mr. President will tell himself the truth and accept that Fulani people, that terrorist people, and handle them as such, this insecurity will end. Look at what is happening in Zamfara, in even Katsina, his home state. Gumi have told us that these are Fulani herdsmen who claim that their cars have been rustled. They now use it as an excuse to take to crime and criminality. Look at what is happening in Niger State. Bandits. These are still Fulani herdsmen. Benue said Fulani herdsmen. South East Fulani herdsmen. Southwest Fulani herdsmen. The governor of Ebonyi State, when he visited the president recently, while he was addressing State House correspondents in Abuja, did say that the formation of ESN is a fallout of the excesses of Fulani herdsmen. If a governor could be admitting that, then you should understand the level of insecurity in this country, and you should understand the threats that Fulani is posing to this country. And when you talk of existential threat to corporate existence of Nigeria, you should understand that the Fulani herdsmen activity is one that is threatening the corporate existence of Nigeria. And Mr. President have always I've not seen any time Mr. President will be making speech in respect to the crisis in the security aspect of the country. I've never seen any time Mr. President will indict the Fulani herdsmen. I've never seen any time Mr. President will say that Fulani herdsmen are culpable in the crisis. Even up to the recent prayer release from the presidency, they never admitted that Fulani is the problem of this country. Like I've said, Fulani is the brain of the crisis we are seeing. Try to look at it yourself. Look at Ogun State, it's Fulani herdsmen. That is Barakpa, it's Fulani herdsmen. Benue, it's Fulani herdsmen. Ondo, it's Fulani herdsmen. Plateau, it's Fulani herdsmen. Benue is Fulani herdsmen. Niger Delta is Fulani herdsmen. Katsina is Fulani herdsmen. They either go by bandits, what's it called, or Fulani. At times they do not come under any name. They just lodge attack, and people know the nature. When you see attack carried by Fulani herdsmen, we already know how it looks like. The other time, Oton came under attack. an assassination attempt. And a Fulani nationality movement, a group that go by the name of Fulani nationality movement, came out to claim responsibility. They went as far as saying that the man escaped with technical error. That next time the man may not be that lucky. So what are we saying? Mr. President is the problem of insecurity in Nigeria because he's handling Nigeria with double standard. He has refused to accept that Fulani people are terrorist people. I look at the swiftness with which Nigeria Air Force deployed air raids to Olu recently to combat ESN, to combat IPOB. I do not see that same swiftness to address insecurity that is being perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen in Benue State, in Plateau State, in Zamfara State, in Kaduna State, in Katsina, his home state. So you see that it is double standard, a mark of double standard. And until we realize and accept that Fulani, they are the problem we are witnessing in this country, we are not ready to solve the problem.
One more question. Fela's daughter celebrated 60 years.
60 years.
Yesterday. And we adjust that Fela and Tinubu are the same age mates. Looking at the differences between Tinubu is 69. Fela's daughter is 60. Fela's father, how many years would he be?
The issue is, you know, Nigerian politicians, they have a way of having official age and keeping their real age under wrap for purpose of position, looking for position. Be that as it may, I do not have the right to question any age that somebody is declaring. But I have a feeling that it doesn't matter whether a Tinubu claims to be 69, a Buhari claims to be 70-something. What we are saying is that all this crop of politicians have failed us. And if Nigeria must continue to exist together as one entity, we need a young, vibrant youth to lead Nigeria. Because if you allow these youth elders to continue leading us, we are not going to have the problem solved. Look at it only recently. The APC caucus of Southwest came together to reject self-determination move by Igbo and Co. And they failed to address the root causes of this agitation. That's the problem of the political class. They are always at variance with the people they are leading. Because their interest is a pecuniary interest. How do they get that power? How do they get that resources? How do they control the people? How do they lord it over the people? That is their interest. Their interest is not for the masses who they want to lead. So I do not want to question whether a Tinubu is 69 vis-a-vis the position he's trying to is eyeing and Fela's daughter who is 60 years. That is not my interest. Anybody can claim any year, anybody can claim to be 60, 69 as the case may be. My interest is that these old politicians have failed us, okay, and we no longer need them.
Thank you, Mr. Matthew.
Let them
Wonderful. Go. Mr. David, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine and I'm not fine.
This one is very interesting. Scrapping of NYSC.
Scrapping of
scrapping of NYSC.
Do I support scrapping? I wholeheartedly support that because I don't see the usefulness of the NYSC. I just finished serving last year, and all throughout my stay in camp, there was nothing meaningful that this call, as in what this program impacted to my life. I believe if you want to scrap something, you should offer solution. Let there be a alternate. You should always create a alternative program. Now, I believe on this part, government should the money, the stipend, or the core member would be paid for that particular year. Why don't you budget for it? Give them after this 3 weeks. Let them go and invest. Even if it's empower them, small scale business. It will also alleviate poverty in the society. But you sending them go for 3 weeks, after them, posting them to serve, posting them to teach. After teaching, you will not retain them. You will still send them back to the they will still go back to the labour market, search just to hunt for job. Until when I passed out last October, till now I don't still have a job. So what is the usefulness of the NYC? And the money they claim to pay, the stipend, as I went, government is still owing me 5 months of my NYC salary up to now. They are still owing me. It will come this month, next month it will not come. The payment does fluctuate. It doesn't come as I went due. Up to now, I've not gotten 5 months salary of the NYC. You can see the what hardship this core member are what exposed to, and we claim to have a government, and they are there earning fat, earning big, earning bogus.
Presidency backs Malami on his stance on open grazing.
What did I tell you? I told you that Malami spoke on behalf of the president. It's not presidency. The president Buhari is aware, because Malami, who is holding an appointment, a public office, cannot just come out and just speak to the public without the consent of the president. The president is aware of what is happening in the country. The president is aware of this Fulani crisis, and that is why he has refused to always condemn them, to always condemn this so-called Fulani. Every problem you see that has been lingering from 2015 till date is because of the president. The president has not come out to condemn them, to condemn this Fulani. The president has not come out to even take a stance. Every day and now, he keep taking stance with the Fulani. So what else do you want? And then he keep giving boosts. He keep giving this same Fulani morale just to do whatsoever they want to do. Because now, what the simply means is that they are above the law. No court of law can apprehend them. You can see, go to every strata of the society. It is the Fulani, and the what global terrorism index has declared them as the 4th most dangerous group in the world, and the president has refused to acknowledge that fact, that these people have become a menace. These people have become a disaster to the society. Why must you bring in your interest, ethnic interest now, above national interest? I'm not surprised. Nigeria is now deteriorating every day and then, just because of one man. Why would Malami now? Our constitution clearly stated that there shall be freedom of movement, not freedom of movement of cows. The constitution did not include freedom of what? Human being. As human being, you can move from Lagos to Kano without obstructing any person, without causing crisis. The constitution did not say there shall be freedom of cow from Kano to Lagos. Is there anywhere in our constitution that say there's freedom of cow? Show me. So I am surprised. Malami claimed to be a son, a senior advocate of son, and is twisting our constitution just to favour the Fulani herdsmen. Now, is he not saying the southern governors doesn't have such power to ban open grazing in their own states? Is that what Malami is saying? Every governor has been elected, just like the way Mr. President is elected. Every crisis that has erupted in this from 2015 till date, the Fulani and the bandits have caused those crises, and the president has not addressed it. So what is Malami saying? Because Malami is a Fulani man, does it mean we can no longer sleep with our 2 eyes open because you're a Fulani man? Must your own interest lord over the interest of the people? It is not possible. We voted you there, Mr. President. So Malami and Buhari, because he's not my president again.
He's not a president again.
He's not my president. He seems to be my president from the day he has been taking sides. He seems to be the president, my president, from the day he has not addressed the core issues. He seems to be my president from the day he has what allowed ethnic sentiments above, just to be above national interest. If you are the president, you should be, even if you are from Fulani, fine. There are some things you should come out in public and condemn these people. Ever since this Fulani has been causing mayhem, has he come out to condemn them? But if it's IPOB now, you will gladly publicly come out to start condemning them. What has IPOB done? What has IPOB done? Has IPOB killed people? Has IPOB carried gun? But Fulani has done triple, more, and still.
What is special with this Fulani? What is so special?
Nothing is special.
Over 116 killed in 2 days.
Nothing is special. Nothing is special. Just that we have a senseless president. We have a president who doesn't have foresight. We have a president who has allowed his interests, because to lord over the interests of the citizens, of the people, is governing. That is the truth. Nothing special, because if the president should take a stance today, all this menace will stop. Fulani, how many are there? Because he does not want to offend the Fulani. Because the president too has a cow that is roaming about the street of what, Nigeria. He has a cow too. Malami too has a car. An average Fulani man has a car. So whatever policy you want to make now, that policy should not affect their own car. Is this cow making money to the federal government? Are they remitting IGRU to the states or to federal government? Are they paying tax? Our constitution clearly stated this, that there shall be freedom. There can only be freedom of what? Human beings. You as a person can move from Lagos to Ibadan, can move from Ibadan to Kano, not car moving around society. This is 21st centuries. How be car moving? There should be a ranch. If you want to do that, go to Samisa Forest. There are plenty lands there. There are hectares of land there. Samisa Forest can accommodate all the cows in this Nigeria. Let them go there and do their open grazing there. Must you bring them to the south? And our zombie president is here keeping mute. He's not my president. Buhari has ceased to be my president from the day he has not condemned this Fulani crisis. A man that doesn't have foresight. Buhari just came to kill and to destroy this economy.
Any last words?
My last word is my prayer is, let Nemesis catch up with them. With all the people plunging Nigeria into this chaos, all the people that are putting the interest of the Fulani above the interest of every Nigerians. The Fulani now has not become the number one citizen. Why me and you? We are now fifth class citizen in our own country. Everywhere, Hausa, Fulani. Every agency, Fulani. Port Authority, Fulani. MPA, Fulani. NNDC, Fulani. Custom, Fulani. Police, Fulani. Army, Fulani. Now only them will come for this country. Let the country break up. Let's so that there can be peace. Because if not so, nobody will be chanting for agitation. It's because of all this nonsense.
Thank you very much, Mr. David. I have Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. My name is, I still remain Mr. Charles Ichikoyande.
Wow. There's so much frustration on the killings that is happening every day, especially in the southeast. Find out that the military are raiding and bombing farmlands, while in the north, so many killings, but the military's presence is not felt. How do you feel about this?
Come again?
In the southeast, the military are there. In the north, the military, they're not there. How do you feel are the two?
That is exactly what we are saying. We're into a country that is full of sectionalism, my brother. What are the purpose of sending military men to East? IPOP there, they are not fighting anybody. There's nothing like war in the eastern part of Nigeria here. But the place where you're supposed to deploy soldiers, you are not doing it. But what you do is just to deploy soldiers where you are not supposed. That is why I said there's a sectionalism in the Nigerian system of government. The place they were supposed to send military men, they are not doing it. You are supposed to send what we call the military men to the northern parts of the country, not east. The IPOP members are not fighting anybody. These are just people, they are looking for their own freedom peacefully. They are not fighting anybody. And you are there sending troops, soldiers to where? Abuja, eastern part of the country and co. My brother, it's not fair. There's a sectionalism, nepotism, and a lot of things that have to do with this system of government in Nigeria. That is just it.
What should be done to stop this?
My brother, a lot of things should be done, such as, for instance, you have to do the right thing at the right time. You cannot tell me, for instance, you want to go to school and you know what is meant for you to, you know what you're supposed to go to school with, your books, your biro, and other things. These are things that you're supposed to go to school with. They need to do what the right thing. They need to do what is right. For instance, go up to them. We have a very serious problem in the north, not even east. Send military men to the north and not east. Why are you killing the people in the east? What are the problems?
Because of the Biafra.
My brother, there's nothing like because of. That word because, simply because. What about because of those bandits, herdsmen that are killing the whole people in the north? What is being done about them? Herdsmen, how many people did you have that IPOP killed in the eastern parts of this country? These are the people that just came out peacefully. If you didn't terrorize people like those in the east, they wouldn't come out to fight you. But imagine a place like Imo or Lu, to be precise. You will wake up, you find out that there are killings all over. Military men killing innocent souls. For what? Why not go back to the north, start fighting those people that are in the north? But you are here fighting those in the east for no just cause. My brother, the best thing to be done is for them to go back to the north, send their troops, send their military men to the north, and these are the only places where they can fight those people. Leave people in the east, they have done nothing to them. These are people that are just agitating for their freedom. You cannot tell me that we're in a country whereby somebody like me, you said one Nigeria. One Nigeria. There is no single day a man from east will rule this country and everybody will be happy. And they will be telling you that, I could remember during Jonathan, he was the president of this country. They did not allow him rest every day Boko Haramic issues. But today, I have a president he has set a double standard to himself, such as what? Backing the Boko Haramic people. You have a lot of things to fight for, not the IPOP members. We have a lot of problems in the country. We have a lot of things to fight for, not the IPOP. My brother, send your troops back to the north. These are where you should be fighting the northerners, not east.
Presidency backs Malami on open grazing.
Why will somebody like him be saying a thing like that? A man who has son, I think, right? A senior advocate of Nigeria, be opening his mouth and telling the whole that he has to back open grazing in Nigeria. For what? My brother, in Nigeria, if you go to Nigerian Constitution, I think section 4, if I'm not mistaken thereabout, it talks about freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and freedom of other things, not freedom of cows movement. The movement we are talking about is you and I. You are free to move from anywhere you want. You are free to move from here to Ibadan. You are free to move from here to Imo. But you cannot tell me that a cow who has nothing to do with, okay, let me ask you, open grazing, open this, open that. What are the source of revenue that most of these cows are remitting? What are they remitting to the federal government or the state government? What are we achieving from all these cows? We are talking about freedom of movement, not freedom of cows. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot tell me that you want to allow people to move from one place to another. I also want cow to move from one place to another. My brother, there is a very big problem in this country.
Any last statement?
My last statement, that was the Senate talks about what do we call it? They want to scrap NYC. My brother, when you talked about NYC, you're talking about national integration. This is one of the reasons why it was made for. But I don't think the integration is there now. We have lost it. We have lost it already. A country where a section of people have been terrorizing the country, and billions of country with a house and millions of what you call a military troop cannot fight them. And you want to tell me that I will send my child to the north just for him to go for a 1-year program of a thing? They have lost it. So definitely the best thing for them to do, if they have a lasting, if they really have what they want to replace it with, that will be to the interest of the masses, the graduate, my brother, is okay. But for now, my brother, we are in trouble. The country is a mess. That is just it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Charles,
Thank you.
a quick one. Presidency has now supported Malami when he talked about open grazing.
Malami, what does Malami have to offer?
Is the Attorney General of the Federation?
It's a disgrace to Nigeria as a whole for us to have Malami as our Attorney General of the Federation.
Do you have any reasons, any facts?
How can you be comparing spare parts with Fulani herdsmen? Where in the world can spare part goes to the farm to begin to kill people? Where in the world? An Igbo man will stay in his shop. You will go and meet them and buy something from them. Why this Fulani herdsmen will be going to destroy our food, our crops? Don't you see the level of understanding? These are the people our president put in power to be advising him. This is just to tell you that we don't have Attorney General of the Federation. It's a slap. It's a slap.
I want to ask you this personal question. Buhari is a general. You agree? He's a general.
He's a retired general. Just that clause, a retired general.
He's a retired general. A fellow general died. He did not attend the funeral. Have you seen it anywhere in the world?
Well, I have never seen it in the world.
So, what's your opinion? What would you say about?
Well, presently, I would say our president is sick. He's actually sick. That's the truth. He's sick. The people that are supposed to advise him are not advising him well. There's something wrong somewhere.
He went to France.
Are you really sure that that's Buhari in power? Are you really sure? Go and take a look of what is happening. That person there is not Buhari.
You're saying our president, the person of our president is not Buhari.
Please look at my intonation. I said the person there is not Buhari. I am not saying presidency. The person there is not Buhari. One of the function of the commander-in-chief of the armed forces is that he must ensure that situation gets in place. Everything is in place. That's why it's a shame on Professor Ben Ayade. Shame to him. Leaving PDP to go and join APC is a shame.
Oh, are you not PDP? Are you not a PDP member?
It's a shame. You know why I'm saying so? Someone that don't know his direction.
But you are a PDP member.
I'm a PDP member to the call.
You fielded
You don't need to be
him for governor.
Yeah?
I beg, flush this guy.
You fielded him for governor.
I fielded him for governor.
Yes.
The people of Cross River fielded him for governor. You understand? And he has disappointed the people of Cross River. You understand? No matter what you do, your people should be your number one priority. You understand? Professor Ayade has disappointed the people of Cross River. Watch out what is going to happen in Cross River. There are going to be crises. There are going to be catastrophe. Go and see what is happening in Ebonyi State. Go and see. Because of what? Political office. Just for 4 years. May God judge them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. I have Mr. Sunday. Mr. Sunday, good morning. Somebody asked of you yesterday, but that's later. They like the way you raw. You put
that
it
is
raw.
why
Raw.
is why we come, and I always say that we come here because of people we like, and because of people that like us, and that's why I always pray for them. None of my supporter reviewer will die before in time. God will keep everybody, and as you wish me good, I also wish you good. What do you wish me today? Because Nigeria now,
The president don't support Malami.
What do you think say? What do you think say he go do before? Make us support you. You want the president.
Our president.
We president, no, they call our president. That is their president. Because Buhari is Fulani president. He only support people that are fighting for him. So they should stop calling our president. I'm not among. Just bring me out and leave me among them. I'm not among them. You don't understand? There's a research I researched yesterday night about a woman, a chief justice that is in 1969. The justice banned the open grazing in this country. And that woman banned it because they saw what will happen ahead. But who allowed the open grazing to come up again in this country? The semi-Fulani people. When mad people talk, you don't follow them. Because Malami is talking about people selling peppers. Those people pay house rent, they pay NEPA bill. They will not just go to North and carry place, say they want to use it for their business. Has Fulani pay for anybody, any land they are using? Did they pay? Highest they will come to your farm, spoil your cassava, eat what you have in the farm, and run away. If you talk, they will kill you. They will be threatening people. They threaten Plateau State. They still, police, army, hear the threat. They do nothing about it because it's their brother that threatening the Plateau people. They went ahead to kill people yesterday. In 2 days, 116 people died. See, what I want to tell them, as they are killing, if they think that we cannot fight them back, they have no power. Only the power that is confusing them is that mad leader wanna get for inside there, all of them. Bob Buhari, Malami, Gambari, Laila Mohammed. Even now, Una vice president said the news that here say he's not feeling fine. The man is not feeling fine at all. The vice president. That is why you see he cannot come out. God that has been guiding us, even during coronavirus, Nigeria will have been a country that will record tragedy because we don't have leader. You understand? But God protect the life of the common people. That same God will still fight for them. Me, I know they pray. I know say more depend on God because we have been depending on God since. Even though the Bible says, since the day of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God do what? Suffer violence. Only the violence word take it by force. If you are still folding your hand, we allow those mumu governor we have in our side.
Your governor, Ayade?
That one, Ogano, they call her my governor. Anybody who know the guest and know be my governor. I know him like him before. Since you never hear any better thing what the man do for Cross River State. Since this man, Donald Duke, live as a governor of Cross River State. The other one that come, only the one that even tries some more is still that Liam okay. But this one, 4 years where he don't get for that office. He don't embezzle money and they are still questioning him. The money he carry state money for Buhari during coronavirus. Why the people in the state are hungry. And now they want to go after him. He's afraid of EFCC. That is why he joined. And we are complaining that the president did not go to Chief of Army Staff dead. Can dead bury the dead? That's why Nnamdi Kanu asked question yesterday. Nnamdi Kanu said the reason why Buhari refused to go is because dead cannot bury the dead.
Insecurity, that's why.
Insecurity, the people where the dead, how many? Who won't kill them? Who won't kill them? Who they kill people? Not being brother, they kill people. Who won't come kill Buhari? You get them for them. Now in people, for that not, they think where they happen, tragedy everywhere. Only what they know. Nigeria, no better thing for Nigeria. Only better thing when Nigeria again and killing. Shelling innocent blood. Go to everywhere, kill people. And we are still here. As if now we be the same pass. Now we be Jesus Christ. We cannot fight for our right. If we cannot speak the truth, the governor will speak, another one will go in the back to be working against those people. And that is why you see that. I told you before that I like those mad Hausa people because of one thing. They join their voice in one place. If they want to fight one fight, all of them will join their hand. And they will be changing the Hausa people's mind. They will be causing confusion in their midst. Who are those people burning this thing in the east. Have they arrested anybody? They are burning INEC office. They are burning police station. And you tell me nobody, one person have not been arrested one day because they don't want their secret to reveal. And they want the same Buhari to remain for power till further notice. One Bauchi representative have tell Nigeria before that Buhari will be a live president for them because me, a time go reach. All this way that they do. Maybe only there's a big key. Everybody know how to kill.
Any last statement?
The last statement, what I get for them. Everything when I don't know what I'll talk because the country said don't expire. Okay, now like yesterday, even though me and the landlord, we are having issue because of what? I beg him, wait. We will work for the house rent money. You know what? He tell me that a little time he had to take me, bring lawyer. The lawyer come. I said, okay, I'm waiting for you. Will I kill myself? You know, they know what they happen for country. Where you go, even though you have place of your work, you go there. Nobody who chop belly food, they repair something. My brother, the country is heading to tragedy. And what we are seeing, this one, like child's play. A time will come. If they fight war today, not everybody go die. People will go die, go still die. The one will go remain, go still do what? Remain. Now what I tell them be that. So make them know the thing say, everybody they fear not to fight, not to do this thing. When time come, the police where they got them, the army where they got them, go know say Kakino be leader. All these answers never show their sense. And we have mad people where they talk about politics. Yeah, at the PDP, at the APC. And they cannot tell those people what is happening. And they are following them, running like Mugu.
Thank you very much.
Mugu.
I like that. I appreciate. I think I really appreciate the last statement from Sunday, right? That is what I've been telling my brothers here. These my brothers. Igbo, Yoruba, all of them here, that are here. They are the problem. They created a majority of this problem we have here now. We are into now. Because they've been fighting among them. You see Igbo abusing Yoruba, Yoruba abusing Igbo. And the Hausa people see the division, the Northern Allies see the division, that these people are not united. And they penetrated that division. So we put ourselves into this mess we had now. Why there was division of loyalty? Some say, the Yoruba people, they are the problem. They were carrying civil war issues ahead. Awolowo and Zik that made the blunders and they passed away. And they were still on Yoruba cause this thing, now Igbo cause this. And on top of that infighting, the northern hierarchy, the northern oppressors that we are witnessing now, they penetrated and they. I'm still so shocked that somebody is still telling me PDP, APC among this youth here that PDP is still better, APC is still better, PDP is still better, this APC is still. We are not looking for better men because all of them work for their pockets. All of them. You can say the suffering was a bit low that time, but the policy is still same. No refinery was rehabilitated since 1999. No refinery. Oil subsidy, that is the result we are going to face now. 300 naira per litre. And when we keep talking, they say, on a protest against all these PDP people that time, said, okay, I'm going to cast my vote for the other parties. Because I want a competition.
Were you not part of any party?
See, to me, mine is not, I'm not a full member of any party. None of them are giving me any dividends of the democracy. None of them. Even all this party, at my own willing conscience, I go solely because I'm not a politician. I'm built to be an activist. I built myself to be an activist right from my school days. So, and that is what I'm still following. And I've been campaigning, I've been enlightening my people. What we need is the youth. Let us organize ourselves and form our own government, party, too. But these same youth are the one following. I never campaign for any party. But when it's election day, my conscience will tell me the statement of the past leaders that they will rule Nigeria for 69, 66 years. You remember the PDP guys that said so? And now look at him. Without my conscience, you will rule Nigeria. That means you are going to enslave me. So all of these guys, politicians we have in this country, they are bed of same feathers. And I will never be in support of any youth that is still talking rubbish about PDP, APC. They are crisscrossing now. Can't you see them crisscrossing? Yeah, back to the issues on ground now.
Presidency backs Malami on the ban on open grazing issue.
Yeah. you see that Malami is going to be the worst Attorney General we have in this country, right? You know what I'm saying? So we know why I'm saying this. This same Malami is one of the people foiling ethnic issue in this country.
Malami.
Yes. What brought up that statement? That's devilish. That terrorist statement he made. That chasing Fulani herdsmen away from here is more or less like chasing an Igbo people that sell spare parts in the north to live, chasing them away to live there. So what coloration? An average Igbo guy that rents his shop in the north, sell his spare parts, he will not encroach, doesn't encroach the security, of other people. It does not inflict serious security threats to other people. But an elder, average elder, will enter your farm as if your farm is no man's land, destroy your farm, and if you talk, they will tie you. If you're a woman, they will tie you down, they will rape you. If you're a man, they will kill you instantly. So I don't think we have a sensible person as, Attorney General. And why I'm saying this, the house.
We don't have a sensible person.
They are not. It's not sensitive. Yeah.
Of the biggest black nation.
Yeah, of the biggest black nation. And the way I'm saying this, I don't know whether these guys want to factor this country.
And our leaders are watching.
Yeah, who are the leaders? Do we have leaders?
Like some Tinubu.
Do we have leaders?
They are stakeholders in that party.
We have self-interest leaders, selfish interest leaders. We don't have the leaders that care about people, citizenry. We don't have leaders. To me, I don't have leaders. I don't have leader, and I don't even think I have a president as I am talking to you now, because a president that cannot even, give order and the order will be obeyed. The way things are now, I pray that Nigeria should not turn to Sudan. You remember the case of Sudan? The Janjaweeds. The Janjaweeds are like the herdsmen. We've gone. They form a parallel terrorist group. And they will start, one-handed it up. Southern Sudan break away. And they have Northern Sudan up to now. And the crisis are still on. The al-Bashir now is facing ICC, International Criminal Court trial now. He has been sentenced. So the way I'm looking at, this country is drifting towards that level, right? Because when you are pitching me and I'm just managing to adapt, you pitching me and I could not tolerate it today and I come out, guy, what will be your problem? I'm tired of all this thing. Now, somebody that's supposed to play a fatherly role is now taking side. He's not taking side. You could hear the president's statement. He's telling us that he's a Fulani president. By supporting the herdsmen, he's telling us that he's a Fulani president. He's been biased. The nepotism, this is the real nepotism we've been talking of.
Without just talking, what should we do? What is the thing that, as Nigerians, what we should do?
As Nigeria or as a Southern Nigeria?
As somebody living in Nigeria.
As somebody, I'm still asking you, as a Nigeria or a Southern Nigeria? Because the problem now is between two,
kinds of Nigerians.
Two tribes of Nigeria, ethnics of Nigeria. Some believe they are the master, of this nation. They are the master of the land. They are the owner of the land. That other people are tenants. So, and if that such this nation has been coming up, just know that there's no unity any longer. There's no unity any longer. And the way I am now, I just operating as an entity because the government that does not respect the citizenry. And do you expect that citizenry to obey anything you say? You don't give me my respect. You don't give me sense of belonging. Will I respect you? I will not. To me now, as I am now, the Southern leaders, they are just waking up from slumber. There have been division among them, and these people saw the lacuna, and they penetrated. Thank God their senses are just coming back. The governors, for them to Asaba Accord, they had. Kudos to them for that, and they should stand up. Nobody should threaten them. Even the presidency cannot threaten them. The way it is, if they threaten them, we the youth will support them, because this is the only policy I could see them making that is to be beneficiary to the masses.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wonderful. Exactly. Okay, before I have Mr. Raphael, let me read some comments from our reviewers. From Levi Nati, maybe we can take Biafra land and Yoruba nation and send you up north to continue with Nigeria. That is his responding to Taiwo Dulade. We have another person also, Oluwafumlayo. Please, no need to rain curse on each other because of Nigeria. Jude, he said Nigeria will never have peace even if a PDP president takes over. Nothing will change. There will be chaos. G-Money Idris, I think if you are outside of the country called Nigeria, then you will understand that hellfire is better than Nigeria right now. Levinati also, okay, they are casting shadows at themselves. We also have El Collection. They are planning a hostile takeover of a whole nation. They have invited Terror to take over the south. He has sold Nigeria out. First, they attack the Igbo, then come for the Yoruba. Lastly, from Maria Nguyen, the blood of Sabu is in your body. Wow. I have Mr. Raphael, outspoken and also intellectual.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Shuku. How are you doing?
Looking at the killings, we have over 116 people killed. 2 days in Benue, just 2 days.
In Benue State, again, this is too outrageous, man. Well, when I read about it this morning, I held my breath for some minutes because it is becoming unbecoming this time around in Nigeria. We did not expect this latest killing. I'm telling you, it is a total genocide. And Mr. President, the office of the presidency is still backing open grazing. Buhari's office is still castigating southern governors that just had their meeting last week that they don't want open grazing anymore. And open grazing ban is one of the measures we are about to take in Nigeria to stop the Fulani herdsmen terrorism. And you can see Mr. President still backing Fulani herdsmen. What are we saying? What kind of people are the people of Nigeria? What kind of tribes are the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Efik, the Bibio, the TV, the Junkuns, the Doma? What kind of tribes are we? Why are we this docile, like complacent? Why can't we come in our communities and converge and all agree that Fulani tribe are terror, that they have declared war against our tribesmen?
We have a government.
We have a government. No government in Nigeria. No office of Mr. Presidency. No. Nigeria has no president. No. There is nothing like President Chukwu. No. Allow me to narrate, to tell the people outside there that we don't have government, we don't have Mr. President, we don't have people anymore. We are not acting as a people. Okay, if you know the true definition of a nation, nationhood, the real definition of nationhood, statehood, yes, to be a state, to be a tribe, we found out that we are not supposed to be one country. You know the meaning of definition of a nation? Nigeria is more than a nation. We cannot do this if we stay together. We can move forward successfully if we are divided.
Give me facts that you have that Nigeria is not a nation, does not have a government.
Thank you so much. Fulani herdsmen are grazing the entire Nigeria landmarks. In 1970s, no war, no fight. What government was in place then? Government of Gowon, government of Ramat Murtala Mohammed, government of Olusegun Obasanjo, government of Chagari. They were in place then. Government of Chagari ended in 1983. Just listen to my narrative. 1983, the eve of January 1984, it was taken over by Buhari administration. There was grazing then, but he was coming to do this then. Buhari rendered many Igbo businessmen poor, useless. Rendered many Yoruba men, other tribes, their business poor. He marketed people's warehouse. He gave out bags of rice free, gave out spare parts free. If you are an importer, then your importation license will be seized. It is the same Buhari until this effort, all his atrocity was truncated by Buhari's Babangida's administration in 1985, August. Let me tell you, there was grazing there, Fulani. They were grazing. Nobody was killing who. The Fulani herdsmen, they were not killing anybody because they were Nigerian Fulani. We know. We know emphatically that they are Nigerian Fulanis. Then when Buhari administration came and gone in Babangida administration has come and gone in 1993. Another one came in, Abacha, Ernest Choneko. The Fulani grazers, they were there, grazing. Nobody was killed. Let me tell you, Anel Shodiko was pursued out of that seat. They sent him away. Abacha took over. Grazing continued as well. Nobody was killed or maimed. Let me tell you, Abdul Salam Abaka came in immediately. Abacha died. Grazing continued on this land peacefully. Nobody killed who. Obasanjo came and gone. Grazing continued. Yaradua came. Grazing continued in peace. Jonathan come. Grazing continued in peace until the madman, the dead man that will be dying and dying to the bottomless pit. His name is Buhari, though he's not alive. The cabals that he left on the office continue this policy. Look at what is going on now. The whole southern governors met because they have agreed that, look, the problem we have in this administration is Fulani herdsmen terrorism. Fulani herders are killing Nigerians. The whole governors in the south converged and agreed that no more grazing. That is to tell you that no more acceptance of this forest reserve, open grazing forest reserve that Mr. President is campaigning now is another definition of Ruga. They are going to bring Ruga again, the same Rugalization. Let me tell you, if Buhari could say no to ban on open grazing, Buhari is supporting herdsmen terrorism right from day one. We've been telling the whole world this, we've been telling Nigerians this, we've been telling governors of the federation this, and they have now come to understand that what we are saying is true. Because the handwriting is written on the wall all over the places. God knows it, I know it, you know it, every Nigerian knows it. That this man is supporting Fulani terrorism, that grazing, open grazing, carrying, rustling cows all over the place, rearing cows in Nigeria is the cause of Fulani terror in Nigeria. Everybody know that office of Mr. President is the one supporting this. Let me tell you, the cabals, El Rufai, hell, Rufai, hell. Malami, what do you call him? Lai Mohammed, Gambari, the one that replaced the deceased, late Abakiari. They are the one ruling us. They are the one doing us this. The other man has gone asleep. Adam Ochomole. They are the one ruling us. Cabals know that. Look, if we stop open grazing, our business, our agenda is finished. Our invitation of our Fulani brothers to take over Nigerian land is finished. It won't work. Now they're asking us for forest reserve, to reserve places in every state for Fulani grazers. Oga, it is another ruralization. Southern governors should not chip into this kind of nonsense. They should not cow down. They should not calm down. They should not be cowed. They should come out en masse and reject this reserve of a reservation, Fulani reserving a forest or grazing land for these people. It is another ruralization. If you do that, it is trouble. Look at Benue State again. In Benue State, 5 reverend fathers were killed. In Benue State, 9 vigil, people that were doing 9 vigil in Roman Catholic Church were killed. The so-called priest that hosted that vigil was killed. In Benue State, they killed and killed. The last month killing made Autumn to order every Benue indigenes to arm themselves. Benue youth, you should arm yourself. That's what Governor Autumn said. Now, another killing in Benue State. 116 people killed in Benue State. Benue people, are you people human beings? Are you sleeping, Benue people? TV, I think you are in Benue State. TV, what are you doing, Jinkons? You don't know what are you doing? Let me tell you, come on, take your arms and defend yourself in Benue State. Because Mr. President, Malami, a whole Attorney General Attorney General of Federation, is in support of Fulani herdsmen terror. There is no Nigeria. My advice, my final advice, please, for us to live and see the people of next generation. You know, all our age now, we want to see our children in the next generation, the future of our children, the future of this country. For us to live, we shall all divide. Division is it. Republic of Oduduwa. Black, what do we call ourselves? Jewish. Give us the Jewish state of Biafra. Nobody shall give us, nobody should give us. Igbo man is giving himself the Jewish state of Biafra. Hausa man should go, they know what they will do there. Midbelt should go, they know what they do. Our Yoruba brothers, they have named their own country, Republic of Oduduwa. That is the solution. Enough of all these senseless killings. Fulani, They are not going to leave that office. They want to remain and keep on killing us.
Okay.
It is wrong.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yeah, okay. That is it for it today. Thank you for everyone that has spoken. We are moving to the end of Bison at the newsstands this morning. Okay, big thank you to Mr. David, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Lucky, Mr. Sunday, and the man behind the camera, Femi. Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Christian Chuku, and you can get me on my Facebook, Chuku Christian, Chuku Christian, CHUKWU Christian on Facebook for more details on what we have for tomorrow. Okay, bye for now. Same time, same place tomorrow.